Hi, I'm Imani, and I wrote this new poem. It's called Anxiety is a She. Um, it's basically about how I've been kind of like battling with anxiety, like a lot recently. I mean, I was coping when I was younger. I had it a lot and I had these type of thoughts and everything. And as I've gotten older, I'm just not coping as well, and it's just kind of like it feels like I'm battling like myself almost. And I wrote this poem because I out of out of pain, because I was going through like this really tough thing with some of my friends, and they were basically like coming at me and saying that like I um I basically, they were coming at me and they were saying things to me about how like I was acting, and I wasn't in the right frame of mind to be able to have a productive discussion about it, and I just kind of like lashed out. Um and it's kind of like about how like this poem is about how my anxiety like affects the way I like treat people around me and the way that I act, and it kind of like ends up being, it's a piece of me, but it's also like I'm battling myself constantly, and how I've been dealing with that since I was 20, and now I'm like 22, and it's been a long ride and I still haven't quite mastered it and still haven't quite coped with it, and how I'm like trying to like really like be better and do better. So this is called Anxiety is a She. Anxiety, she is a she. Anxiety is my ticking time bomb, you know? She's triggered and I get mad and I get annoyed and overwhelmed, and I'm a cocktail of emotions: happy, sad, livid. Anxiety, she makes me mean. She throws off my vibe. She makes me upset. Anxiety is my parasite. She drains me. She keeps me up all night. She makes me paranoid. She makes me create enemies out of thin air. Anxiety, she is angry all the time. She doesn't have any real friends. She turns her back on people. She's nothing like me, really. And at her peak, she attacks people. She has no conscience. She has no true feelings. She feels no remorse. Nothing. I was prescribed with emergency medication for anxiety disorder at 20 years old. And I've been battling her ever since. She won't stop because she's my venom. Anxiety, she is a ruthless monster. Your feelings aren't relevant to her. She doesn't care about you. She's my beast to control, and right now it feels like she's controlling me. She makes me feel powerless. She makes my chest feel tight. She makes my breaths shallow. Anxiety, she destroys me, and she leaves nothing in her path. She embodies destruction. She is my nightmare. Anxiety, she holds me hostage. She hates my friends. She wants me all to herself. She makes me feel so alone. She's my cross to bear. She makes me feel like I can't go to God, because she's a piece of me. And when I look in the mirror, anxiety, she's staring back at me.